We had this opportunity to speak with Eric Church, which we were very excited about because it was right after the ACMs, and he performed there, and we were there.
We got the big Eric Church interview coming up, some cutting-edge questions. As always, we're going to go deeper than probably most want us to, and definitely he's going to be uncomfortable.
I had heard some stuff about him in the past that really gave me an impression on him that was mildly negative. I didn't know a lot about the dude and his music, but I had heard that he was talking trash about Blake Shelton being on The Voice, saying, you sell out for that, you're not even a real person, you're not country, you're not nothing. So I was about to ask him that question.
A lot of times when an artist calls in for a phone interview, their people call first. So before we talked to Eric Church, Cornbread got a call from Eric Church's people.
She said, you know, he'll probably answer, but I would rather you not ask that question. So coming to the end of the interview, I'm like, I couldn't stay away from that question. I was really curious because the interview was so good and his answers were so truthful and he really came off as the antithesis of what I thought he was, that I had to ask what was up with that question.
We specifically were asked not to talk about the feud that Eric Church had with Blake Shelton, and actually it was more Eric Church and Miranda Lambert. That's the rumor. So of course, the one thing you don't say to Cornbread is don't do it, because the minute you say don't do it to Cornbread, he's gonna do it. So he brought it up, and immediately after he brought it up, boom, click, sorry, your time's up. Just like that. Here's that clip.
My last question, and your girl who answered the phone there, she said, well, he'll answer it, but I don't want you to talk about it. I had the wrong impression of you because of a statement that was made.
We're out of time, so we need to go. Okay, I'm sorry.
That was convenient.
I know you said that was convenient.
Pretty convenient that we're out of time on the last question that I had. So that's kind of how the whole thing went down. Bad taste in my mouth, didn't even know if I wanted to run it. And it wasn't his fault, because I still have a feeling, I didn't get the answer to my question, but I have a feeling he would have cleared it up for me and told me what he really meant. And the reason I wanted to know is because you hear stuff, all this stuff you see on the internet or hear, you don't know what's a half truth and what's a whole truth and what's a quarter truth.
I think the whole idea of an interview is to get to the essence of who these artists are, what they're all about. I mean, nobody really wants to talk about their next single or their last album or whatever, or who wrote this, who wrote that. We want to know about them as a person. There's been a time or two maybe in the past we might have, so to speak, crossed the line, but I think for the most part, Cornbread's very sensitive to certain things, and he stays away from those. Again, it gets back to, do you want an entertaining interview where you find out something about the artist you didn't already know, or do you want to find out who wrote their current single? I think I'd choose for the entertaining part.
To have a human moment, to get a real answer on a question, it's what people strive for, to just have that authenticity. Some stars have it, some people just, they don't care. I couldn't name names, but they're like, they do their own thing. Those are the people you love. Those are the true originals, not the ones that are just saying what they're told to say.